Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk to you about what an associate's degree is. If you're watching this video, you're probably at least considering going the community college route. I am a former community college student myself, so let me enlighten you. To start off, what is an associate's degree? Well, it's an undergraduate degree, and I'm going to give you an analogy to sort of understand how it fits in with other degrees that you might be a little bit more familiar with. So obviously, at the lowest section of a totem pole, imagine a totem pole, you're going to have your high school diploma / your GED, whichever one of those would apply to you, and imagine at the top of this totem pole there is a PhD, which is the highest level degree that you can earn, and then there's a master's, and then there's a bachelor's, which is what you usually earn at a four-year university, and then just beneath the bachelor's but above the high school diploma / GED there is the associate's degree. Where do you earn an associate's degree? Well, several different types of institutions award associate's degree, but most typically you're going to see this offered at a community college. I have actually seen some four-year universities awarding associate's degree if you complete a certain course sequence in order to be eligible to earn an associate's degree. In other words, in order to be able to matriculate at a community college, you're going to need to have at least a high school diploma or a GED, and then there may be some other requirements that vary just depending on the school that you attend, but that's pretty normal from what I've seen. The amount of time it takes to complete an associate's degree can kind of vary by institution, vary by major, and also by personal commitment. Most associate's degrees are designed to be earned within 2 years, but it's not that uncommon for people to take closer to 3 years to complete them, just depending on whether they're a full-time student or not. It's pretty common for people who are earning associate's degrees, i.e. community college students. It's pretty normal for those people to work at least part-time while they're going to school. Sometimes people even have children that they're raising, so there are a bunch of factors that factored into it. The main point that you need to keep in mind is that the degree that you're earning, i.e. the field of study that you're going into, is going to play a role in how long it takes to earn the degree. And usually it's about 60 semester units or 90 quarter units that are required for an associate's degree, but once again, depends on the degree. For example, a history degree might not be as lengthy as an associate's degree for computer science or something like that, or biology, something that's a little bit more heavy in terms of the course load that you're taking and the content that you're studying. I want to answer a question that I get so much. It's really what inspired me to make this video, and it's if you're a transfer student, you're intending to transfer from a CC to a four-year university such as a UC, do you have to major in the same thing at the associate's level as you intend to major at the bachelor's level? So do you have to major in community college as the same thing that you want to major in for university? The answer is no, not necessarily, and this should inspire you a little bit. To give you an example, I have a bachelor's degree in applied linguistics from UCLA, but I did not major in linguistics. At the community college level, my associate's degree is actually in liberal arts. Now, how is that possible? Well, you see, what matters here is not the title of the degree that you hold, but actually the courses that you take. The courses that you take at community college need to transfer to the UC or the four-year level. You need to have taken the prerequisite courses and followed their eligibility requirements, which you can usually find online, in order to be eligible to enter that four-year university at the junior level standing and complete your bachelor's degree in the expected amount of time, which is usually another 2 years. Although it might help if your degrees are in the same field, and in most cases it's usually encouraged. For example, if you want to major in biology at the four-year university, you should probably major in biology at the community college. There might be overlap, but that does not necessarily mean that they're going to be perfectly articulated. Why is that? Well, honestly, a lot of times, community colleges don't offer every single course required at the lower division level that would be offered at a four-year university. For example, for my bachelor's degree, one of the requirements was to take Introduction to Linguistic Analysis, which was not offered at the community college level, although it was a lower division class. But it was offered at UCLA, so what happened was when I transferred to UCLA, it was one of the classes that I took in my first quarter at UCLA. I knocked that out of the way. Actually, my whole first quarter at UCLA, I was only taking lower division classes, and then after I completed those classes, I was officially in the major, so to speak. I had passed kind of the threshold, and I could start taking the upper division classes directly related to my major. There are a lot of benefits to having an associate's degree, I think. It's just one more degree if you can earn it. Why the hell not? But will it be enough to get you a job? Honestly, this is completely anecdotal, but in my experience, no employer or potential employer or interviewer has ever really shown it any interest in my associate's degree, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth it. That just means that most jobs out there on the market, to be completely honest, are going to require at least a bachelor's degree if it's a job that requires a more highly skilled worker. I would say it wouldn't hurt you, but it wouldn't necessarily help you. It might. Maybe the person interviewing you is a former community college student themselves, so they recognize in you something that's like, oh, hey, this is what they're doing, this is the course they're taking, and they decide to give you a shot. I don't know, I can't speak for them, but I'm just saying in my personal experience, and I've been on a lot of job interviews, it hasn't really made a difference for me. I hope that clarifies some of your misconceptions or just confusion about associate's degrees in general. If you would like to see more videos about community college related content and see me answer more questions, I have a ton of videos on my channel. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give this video a like or a thumbs up if you benefited from the content and the discussion that I just held. If you have any questions following up from what I just talked about, or there's anything that you'd like more clarification on, leave them in the comments below. I will respond to the best of my ability. Otherwise, I will see you next Saturday at 3 p.m. Bye!